Chapter 12. Our Earth. Introduction to the chapter. We live on the vast Earth. The Earth is the home of all living things. It is round in shape like an orange. It is made up of land and water. If the surface of the Earth is divided into 4 equal parts, 3 parts would contain water. The remaining part would be the land. The Earth is surrounded by air. The Earth looks blue from the moon, as it has more water. Landforms of the Earth. We all live on land, we grow crops on it. Thousands of villages and cities are situated on the land. We build houses, factories, roads, etc. on land. The land is not the same everywhere. It differs according to its level, slope and shape. Plain. The plain is a flat, low-level land of a very large area. Most people live on the plains. Plains are the best for farming. Most of the towns, cities and villages are situated on the plains. Hills. A hill is a high piece of land with an almost pointed top. Very few people live on the hills. Farming is difficult on the hills. Here the weather is even cool in summers. Many people go to hill stations during summer. Mountains. Very high and large hills are called mountains. These are mostly covered with snow. When snow melts into water, the water flows down to form rivers. Plateau. A large area of high and fairly flat land is called a plateau. Some plateaus are often surrounded by mountains. Valley. A valley is a low land between 2 hills or mountains. Often valleys have rivers flowing through them. Many towns are situated in valleys. It generally rains a lot in the valleys. Desert. It is the dry part of the earth that is covered with sand. There is a scarcity of water in deserts. That is why there are very few plants and animals in deserts. Forest. Some parts of the land are covered with too many thick trees. They are called forests. Many wild animals like lions, tigers, elephants, etc. live in the forests. Water and its forms. A large part of the surface of the earth is covered with water. There can be no life on earth without water. Sources of water. Rain is the main source of water. Water from the seas, rivers, lakes and ponds evaporates, which leads clouds. The clouds bring rain. Rainwater flows in the form of streams and rivers. It is also collects in ponds and lakes. Some rainwater seeps into the ground. The water in the wells and springs is the underground water. Drinking water. We should drink at least 6 to 8 glasses of water per day. It is very necessary for our digestive system. We do not directly use rainwater for drinking. It is first filtered and then purified. We must always drink clean water or else we will fall ill. The water is then collected in an overhead tank. It is supplied to our houses through a pipeline. We get this water from taps. Some houses have hand pumps to get the underground water. People in villages draw water from wells. Some areas do not have enough water. People have to bring water from long distances. We should use only clean water. Clean and pure water is not found everywhere. We can make the water clean in many ways. We can boil it. We can also use a filter. We should store water in clean pots only. When water is boiled or filtered, the germs in the water die and water becomes fit for drinking. We must not waste water. It is our natural wealth. We find many water bodies on the earth. Sea. All the big rivers flow into the sea. The seas are big and deep. Sea water is salty. We cannot drink it. Very big seas are called oceans. River, canal and stream. Many rivers flow down from the snowy mountains. A river is a channel through which a huge amount of water blows continuously. Canals are constructed from the rivers to supply water from rivers to distant areas. Rivers and canals are very useful for agriculture. A stream is a small river. Lake. A lake is a large body of water surrounded by land. A pond is much smaller than a lake. Waterfall. A waterfall is a stream of water pouring from a high place like a mountain or hill. Water cycle. The water from these water bodies rises up in the form of water vapor. These water vapors form clouds. After cooling, it comes down to the earth as rain. The rain water again collects in rivers, lakes, ponds, seas and oceans. The rain water is very useful for growing crops. Air everywhere. The earth is surrounded by air. The air is essential for all living things. We can get fresh air from trees and plants. Fresh air is very useful for our health. We should grow more plants. Nowadays, in big cities the air is getting polluted. It is difficult to breathe in polluted air. Polluted air makes us ill.